that the presumption of innocence is in force in our country. So we will see what the investigation will discover. As for the other troops and other militarymen who you've mentioned, we do not believe
I agree, dear Putin, Vladimir, that it's good to analyze about stopping building walls and sanctions and so on.
Speaking about who is responsible for what.
But
in our country, in Russia,
all memorandums, and in the case of Greece, they try to stop relations with memorandums and going out in the market of the exchange and so on. It was unsuccessful way, so perhaps the Troika and the technocrats, bureaucrats, are telling in the wrong ways what is the reality, how are the parameters, sometimes in unviewable formats, and how difficult is to not just to control, but to have the concept and to view, and in middle time, how can say, recalculating, because all markets, especially the international, the way of different contracts between countries, between central banks, between different foundation trusts, multinationals, and so on, are impossible to control in the way of all continually change. We are living in one A, B, C dimensions, but the reality is that the markets are changing in more than 3 dimensions. Just 3 are in stereometria, but putting forth the time that it's all-time matter, it's a unit that is in myriad micro and mini seconds and so on, moments and so on. And if we calculate and the change of each human, from leader to dealer, from voter to any taxpayer and not taxpayer, so they are changing from anybody, plus the physical and the cold physical destroying and powers and so on. So perhaps, and you, dear Vladimir, it's not just, and you put the economic sanction to all the, not the Greece, the Europe, United Europe and so on. Could you understand that if you are using violence, it's a kind of economic violence, you will pay with the same currency. So, if will be a great, a good, very, very healthy and earthly with faith of God meeting here in Greece, in Athens, in Thessaloniki, and here with all of yours, of the technocrats and supporters of yours, will come and talk by portfolios, by digital portfolios, talking with changing ciphers, numbers, not just rhetoric. It's not a real good video conference. This one, it's not enough. It's one of the 50 years, 70 years TV. It's not enough. Perhaps it's wrong. So use data all time. With it could be better than to use data. Any government to use data, any bank to use data, any trust, multinational to use data. What does mean to win? Perhaps it would be a great amnesty with, for me, Troika has plenty of rights, as I told you at the beginning of this. Perhaps you need to understand that, and Troika has difficult to use to change problems until she has the best tools. So, Mipos, it would be better this great amnesty to tell the all over how to say overpriced different contracts between countries and multinationals and in any part of the economy of change to just to begin to take off from all, how can I say in Greek is να βγάλουν τα υπέρβαρα, το υπέρβαρο, να βγάλουν όλες οι υπερκοστολογήσεις από το όλες διεθνές και εθνικές διαγωνισμούς. And so, that would be the base of the amnesty. And in this case, all those to get out and from GDP IEP, if I'm right, for GDP and and so it would begin any country to control the economy, to have less need for the market, because we are going to destroy the market, the exchange, the international. These are forms that the world needs to change in work, not to destroy it, and after that to think for something better. Something better with destroying it, and it's very dangerous. So, dear Vladimir, it's good this conference, year conference that you are giving, but you need to have in left right side economists, technocrats, and most often the opposite one, and so it would be, and in the international problems with Ukraine, with United Europe, with Eurozone and USA and so on. Any countries before the big problems. There are plenty of problems that any leader has to respond before the justice. And the alibi, it's very dependent, very up answer. So think with faith, let all people think, let all leaders think a little more with faith at God, and just with digital portfolios, with databases. This is a way of negotiation. Thank you. I wish for all the people around one to have a happy Christmas. It is 18 December 2014, and for a week it is the Christmas day with young calendar. So happy Christmas and so on. I wish peace and peace, and for Muslims and so on, Buddhist, Jewish, and all around the world. For me, all people is good people if he respect in faith of him, in ideology, and whatever he believes. Thank you. Ivan Jokic. Thank you.